Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I'm going to tell you about I think many of you have a problem of with pollinators. So pollinators are very important for a garden. What are pollinators? As first we have to know. I will discuss in video what are pollinators, what they actually do, and why it is necessary. And if you're in your garden there is no pollinators, so what can you do to bring them, to attract them in the vegetable garden, not in flower garden? Because in flower garden there are automatically there must be some pollinators. So with the flowers only I will tell you how to attract the pollinators to your vegetables so that they can pollinate them. So number one, what is pollination? Means what are pollinators? So pollinators are nothing but the butterflies, dragonflies, honeybees, wasps, bugs, whatever that feeds on the nectar of the flower, that we call pollinators only when the pollen grains that the flowers produce are stick to them, and they when they seed in another flower from that one flower to another, then that pollen grains helps in uh, what to say pollination, that is that transfer of pollen grains from one flower to another. So that will go and that will further produce seeds of some new um, what to say means suppose these are two flowering plants. I want means one insect sits in this flower and then it directly jumps to this flower. So the new seed that means the seed form in that flower that may be similar to these either one or this one or this one, or maybe a new flower will generate, means new color with new variety. So those are called as um, what to say means the insect that pollinates the pollinators, those are known as pollinators. So this is number one, pollinators. Number two is why is pollination necessary? So pollination is necessary because of obviously because of the seed formation, as I have told you, to form new coloring plants, color flowering plants, and also for the reproduction purpose. So these are the new seeds, and through these only they reproduce. So means the plant reproduce. So pollinators are very important for plants. And so now I will tell you how to attract the pollinators. So in your vegetable garden, so as you know, the vegetables, the flowers of the vegetables are not too much good looking, isn't it? Either that is of tomato or the chilies are moreover that they are literally very small, so the insect cannot see them properly maybe. So to attract them we need some good flowering plants that we can keep in our vegetable garden to maintain that vegetable garden kind of environment, and also they will attract a ton of pollinators. So I will tell you some plants that will help you in this. So those are also known as host plants. So those host plants attracts the pollinators to the vegetable garden where your vegetable plants are, and they simultaneously pollinate them, and you will get a good harvest on that season. So for this winter flowering plants, means for winter vegetable plants, I will tell you this time in this video. So the first name in the list is this plant. You can see this gorgeous looking yellow bloom. So they will also maintain the vegetable garden look, that is a vegetable garden kind of environment, and they will also bloom like, what to say, they're very good looking flowers. Also you can see I have many over here also. So the leaves are very good looking also for this plant. They are itself, the leaves are itself ornamental. So that is number one. So number two on the list, as far as I know, that could act as a host plant, is this. You can see. So alyssum, sweet alysums are very very means, what to say, they attract pollinators, and they also do not means damage the environment of the vegetable garden, because maybe there are some white colors, so these are wonderful. Number 3, I'm not going means what to say, very serially, haphazardly. So whatever I see, I will be telling you. This flower, so you will see one pollinator now only, so you can see this. So this flower is cineraria, and I don't know why, but the every insect love this. Last year I have grown this plant, and you will not believe how many honeybees were there in this single plant. So these are the blue blooms, you can see, and they are also very good looking. So these are the also the plants that will attract a ton of pollinators in your garden. So you can plant this one, that is annual chrysanthemum. Also the marigold, I forgot to tell you. Number 5 or number 6, whatever you will say. So this is the celosia, you can see. So these are also very what to say, these are also prone to pollinators, and you can see this lysums. So today is overcast today, so you, there is no very good lighting, so you can see the cinerias. So these are the plants that I have talked to you. If I say tell you that within some vegetables only, so two flowering plants I can tell you. Actually they are also to harvest. That is, number 1 is mustard. So the mustard also attracts a ton of pollinators, I have seen. The mustard, and also for another thing, that is radish. I don't have radish now, but I have the plant, but I'm not having the flowers now. But the radish also attracts a ton of pollinators. So for bigger flowers like pumpkin or something like that, you need bigger insects. So for that I will recommend one flowering plant, that is this one, the snapdragon, because I have seen personally with my eyes that black color, I don't know what it is called in English. In Bengali it's a bhomra, a black wasp like this much big insect that sits on this flower like this, not this, suppose it sits like this. The flower opens and it goes inside and do its work, that is sucking the nectar of the flower. So they are also very much loved by the pollinators. So antirrhinum. So these are the flowers. I think they will be good for your garden and for your plants also, vegetable plants also. So now let's show you something else in this video. My topic for this video is up to this only. So now let's show you something else. You can see these are the calendula blooms, and how much massive. Now it is going actually this is not evening, it is noon, but still they are closing because there is no good sunlight over here. So you can see this dahlia, how much big it is falling down from the plant. So these massive blooms, these are the second blooms rather. So I need to stake it. So staking is very important for a plant. You can see the live example. So I need to either tie it with the plant itself, or I need to stake it. So for the time being I am keeping it like this. So there is another one, and more are yet to come. You can see the birds also, and there is one bigger one, you can see. So this year I got really good harvest in dahlias, and also, but this year I got very bad harvest in cosmos, because last year I have grown cosmos and I adore them. Here is the helichrysum, and you can see the papery like flowers, and here is the again annual chrysanthemums. So this is how everything is looking. And also to your fruit plants, you can use the host plants in calling the pollinators, because they will also pollinate the fruit plants also, and they will do their job, and your plant will do their job, and ultimately you will be benefited with the results. So okay, I think this video will be helpful to you all. And this is also a reason that many of you are adding fertilizers to your plant, but you are not getting fruits. pollination is very important for the formation of food. Otherwise, if your plant will not get pollinated, not be getting pollinated, then your plant will not produce the fruits as well, because the fruit covers the seeds. So the plant do not produce the aim in producing the fruit. The plants aim in producing the seeds, so it's for their reproduction. So you need pollinators like that. So you can see these are my chilies that I have grown, I think not in front of you, but they are having the flowers, and soon I will get chilies from this planter. So here is one potato dead plant. So I think the potato is ready underneath, although this was unintentional because I have not grown potato this year. But with the compost that I use at the base of the every pot, from there sometimes the potato plants rises and I get to see the potatoes. Last year I have got this size of potatoes. So I think this video will be helpful to you all. And now I want to show you something else. Like, you can see this is my rose plant. Actually I am very happy with this plant, so I am going to share with you because this is the first time that in my garden that I have cared. I got so many birds to see in my rose plant. So this is the color of the rose, as you know, but this is not the actual color. The color is pink and yellow. It's a very unique color combination. But you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and here 13. So total 13 flowers along with the birds, including the birds. Actually this is the actual bloom. This is the actual color. So 13 total means blooming flowers or birds, you can say, in this single plant. So I'm very happy with it. I know many of you are very good rose gardener with me, more than me, because I personally do not, what to say, I face many problems with roses. I can tell you the truth because I have told you already in many of my videos that I had trouble with rose because I never use chemicals in my garden, and using organic fertilizers, I don't know why the rose don't like them, but I can see this year I have cared something different, so they are doing well. So here is another plant that is one massive bloom was from here, a giant bloom, and this is also doing great now. And here is this flower I love more than the roses, that is the tulip. You can see. So that is the most successful flower I got this year. So I think that will remain for more than 1 month at least. I like that flower very much. So hope you like this video. Please like this video if you like it, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you want any videos from me, I do totally organic gardening, I'm telling you again. So if you want to know anything about the organic fertilizers or any of the plants that I have or I may not have but I had last year, so if you have any questions regarding the plants, you can ask me in the comment section below. If I know the answer, I will definitely type you, or I can make a separate video for you also. So that is number one. And number two is what to say, if I don't know the answer, then what I will do, I will study about that thing, and then I can answer you. I will do experiment with that particular plant, and then I will answer your question. So obviously you will get notified by me. And okay, I hope this video will be helpful to you. And these flowers are my favorite I can tell you this, in this whole area. Even they're better than the tulip. I like this flower because this is blue, and I love blue flowers in my garden. Not this blue, but this blue, because they are actually blue. You can see this. But if I take the camera close, the blue color fades. It's getting violet, but from the far distance, it is looking the actual color that is having now. So okay, I hope you like this video, and okay, thanks a lot for watching.